just about to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Mackenzie Gore.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Okay, all set to go. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Miguel Rojas. Fastball for a strike. And we're off and rolling here in D.C. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Mookie now. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Gore, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One down, base is empty. On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it. Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 outs, base is empty. That one ripped, but foul. Oh, and 2 now. And that one is inside, ball 1. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have...
Got him, swings for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Nationals Park. And today's starting pitcher, Tyler Glasnow.
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Fastball for a strike.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Luis Garcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And that drops in for a strike. Abrams on at first, nobody out. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner at first with no outs here. Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Just missed. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Conforto sizing this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Let's take a look at our lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Close, but called a ball. And it's 3-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 3-1.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Now at the plate, James Wood.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 runs in. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. In there. He's safe. It's 2-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Josh Bell. Just missed. That's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
The 2-1. Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. Pajes snags it, and the inning is over. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back in Washington, D.C., here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Gore back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Looks like he sacrificed to pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Kicks and deals. Way upstairs, and that's ball 1. Out to short. Abrams. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Almost got him. Nobody out. Runner at first. Smith will handle the catching duties in this one, hitting 5th in today's lineup. A former first round pick back in 2016. Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boo. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. The one thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but 2 runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Max Muncy will hit next. There's a strike. The Dodgers threatening. And a strike. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Kike Hernandez. But close, ruled a ball. 1-0. And that's a little bit high.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In the air, left side. Wood makes the catch. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Alex Call. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Glass now, ready and deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
He goes down looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. First pitch just misses. That's a little bit low. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short. Zips it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now it's going to be Dylan Cruz.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses, and it's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball. Edman whips it to first. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Called strike right there. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. That one outside. Ball 1.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
1 out, bases empty. Next pitch downstairs. Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's through there for a strike. And now 3-1. That one out to right. Call. Grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Betts takes low. Two outs. This one in the air, center field. Cruz settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's C.J. Abrams now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Here comes a pitch. Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
That's in there, and the count 1-1. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
First offering is fouled off. Fouled off to the right. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. And delivers outside. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Missed inside with the curve. One down, base is empty. And that just misses.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Ruiz takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That's in there. Strike 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Hit in the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Start of the 4th, Tommy Edman at the plate.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And that one fouled off. Next offering upstairs. So man in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
One out and a runner at second. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one in the dirt. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Edman over at second, 1 down. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Wood makes the grab, 2 down. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Doubled his first time up. Little chopper rolls foul. Comes up empty.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Man at second. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. So the Dodgers leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the DH, Nathaniel Lowe. In the air, right field. Hernandez ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Left fielder, James Wood.
So up next, James Wood. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
Throwing the ball really well today. That two-seam fastball's got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike. And now it's filled up. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Nationals go quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. New inning getting started. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Gore back to work. Muncy measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. And the slider just misses. Fouled off. He was late. That one way inside.
Three and 2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Fly to left his first time. Just missed. And another ball. Muncy gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is outside. And ball four to aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Pajes in the box now. Takes strike one.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Miguel Rojas.
Next is the Dodger DH, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 2 in this one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Muncy comes in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. And that one fouled off. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Orlando Ribalta looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Poche getting loose as well. Next pitch misses way outside. Runners at first and second with one gone. Hard liner. And it's caught for the out. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 1 for 2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. And another big at bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And foul ball. Bases loaded, 2 down.
One and two.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back in Washington, D.C., John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Alex Call. Just missed. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Paul DeYoung. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. And it's fouled away. That one's in there, and the count 1-2. That's down and in.
2-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Cruz in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Muncy makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Colin Poche.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Catcher, Will Smith.
Fought off foul. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Lucas Sims looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer getting cranked up as well. That one outside. 2-1. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first in time, and they get the out on Smith. And here is Michael Conforto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
And Poche ready to work. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Misses. Going to count 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And that one misses up and in. And the count is even, 2-2. That to right. Call. Settles under it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting third baseman.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the first offering is not close. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Enrique Hernandez waiting for a turn at the plate. And that's in there at the knees.
Okay.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner at first with 2 away. Kike Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Sliced hard but foul. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Muncy leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one at the knees for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. That one missed. Two outs. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers 1. Bottom of the 6th. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, C.J. Abrams.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
In there at the knees.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fastball is outside.
That's the ball.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Now batting.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Gets to it with a slide to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
2 outs, base is empty. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Not even close there. Ball 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Edman slings to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Nationals gone in order. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
The new pitcher in the game, Lucas Sims.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-0. Miguel Rojas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
That's towards center. Cruz puts it away for the out. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
The shortstop takes the ball. And strike one to Mookie Betts.
1-1.
Next pitch inside, and that's ball 2.
2-1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him looking, and there's 2 away. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Pajas off the first with 2 away. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Nationals 2 and the Dodgers 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Banda.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
For the Nationals, designated hitter, Nathaniel Lowe.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
James Wood.
So digging in, James Wood drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ball 1 there. And a strike on the outside edge.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now this is in the air down the line. Hernandez ranging after it. 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Josh Bell at the plate now. misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first. That ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they still lead it 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orlando Ribalta. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Here's Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 3.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Missed with a changeup. 1-1.
1-1.
Now a fly ball to right center. Makes the grab on the run. And a quick out, number 1.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Smith in the box now. Takes strike 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Looking to get the tying run on base. This one high in the air to left center. Cruz settles under this one. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting left fielder
Michael Conforto getting ready to hit. Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Entering as the pinch runner, Chris Taylor. Here comes Max Muncy. Couple of walks and a strikeout. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
So the tying run at second. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming around third is Taylor, and it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and, man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 down. Go ahead run at scoring position. Out in front and foul to the left side. Tapped in front of the plate. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Dodgers with a run-scoring double, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Now into the ball game on defense, Chris Taylor. He'll be out in left field. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Number 38, Kirby Yates.
And now up for Washington, Alex Call, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That misses off the outside edge. That's in there, and that's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, tough night at the dish, punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
So Dave Martinez going with a pinch hitter here, Ahmed Rosario.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
First pitch, not close. There's a strike. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Shohei Ohtani, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garcia warming up as well. Ball to strike. And strike 2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to the left. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jose Tena.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
Yates, 37 years young, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swings and chases a low one there.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nationals go quietly, and this game is still tied at 2-2. So remaining in the game defensively, Ahmed Rosario. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Also into the ball game, Jacob Young. He'll be patrolling center field. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Revolta back to work. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Miguel Rojas, the next to hit. Just missed. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. In the air, right side. Call on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. And now it's Mookie Betts, known for his late-inning heroics. That one in there across the letters.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Off the plate inside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And now 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
3 balls, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off-speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Orlando Revolta won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching
Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Kyle Finnegan. And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two on, two outs. In the dirt. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. We are tied 2-2. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams. The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott up and loosening in the pen. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. Next offering upstairs. Luis Garcia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. High fly ball out towards left field. And that's a fair ball. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. And that is out of play. Winning run stands at second. Yates checks the runner, and he's back in easily.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
The winning run on second base. Swing a high fly ball deep left field. Into the corner, but foul.
One ball.
In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Next to hit for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Next is the designated hitter, Nathaniel Lowe.
0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 strike.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Nationals Park, we're in extras here, and now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And fouled off. Runner edges away at second. Tap foul at the plate. Just off the inside edge.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That one is upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. One gone here.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And the batter now, Will Smith. This one chopped in the ground, but foul. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Chris Taylor now. entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's Muncy to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Foul ball there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So 2 down now, and here is Enrique Hernandez. That misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in extra innings. Ground ball to the right side. Bell steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tanner Scott.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Pajes moving under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Josh Bell now at the plate. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
So the tying run at second. Hit slowly on the ground. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Alex Hall.
Last chance for the Nats in this one. Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. Trying to deliver as the hero. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That misses, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
1 and 2.
the tying run is 90 feet away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Nationals down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
3-2 the final score. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.